And it's fight week, boys. We've got Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Oh, you guys know how I feel about Saudi Arabia. I'm not a big fan. Zero atmosphere. I feel like the audience don't even really want to be there. We're not really going to talk about that too much, though. There's already a little bit of drama erupting, and believe it or not, it doesn't even involve Tyson Fury or Oleksandr Usyk. Before we dive into the video, I'm going to do a live stream this Saturday. It's in Saudi Arabia. The fight's going to be on earlier. It's not going to be a 6 AM finish like most UFC cards, and I'm trying to do a little bit more boxing content on this channel because I'm getting into it a little bit more. So make sure you subscribe, but turn the notification bell on so you get notified when we go live. Can you guess who it is causing drama? I'll give you the clue. It's the same person as it is every time. John Fury. He always finds himself being the centre of attention, causing drama, almost starting fights. He's pretty much the main attraction on a fight build-up. The majority of the time, we're not even tuning in to see what Tyson Fury's doing. It's always what his dad's doing. Remember when Tommy Fury was fighting KSI and John flipped the table and was trying to get to KSI? He's absolutely mental. I personally find him fairly entertaining. However, what he's done this time is pushing it a little bit too far. He's only went and headbutted one of Usyk's team members. Yes, like full-on headbutt. Check it out.
I live for this shit. I live for blood, guts and horror. Blood, guts and horror. Fury, fury, fury.
Oh my days. John, what are you doing? You're about 60 years old getting into fights, headbutting people. Ridiculous. Tyson Fury came through the door right after it happened, and check out his reaction.
Fury! Fury!
He said, "What's happened to your head, you silly CUNT?" So this is the guy who got headbutted. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
We've just seen a confrontation. What started the confrontation?
To nie to, że był tam konflikt. Просто
That's not a lot of conflict as we think. We just shout in the name of Oleksandr Usyk, and John Fury has met about it and do what he do.
образ не було.
We didn't offend him.
How surprised were you by his reaction and by his actions?
Певно, у нього нестабільно зараз.
Because he's nervous, he's not stable and emotional now. We think that he's nervous and this is his weakness, we think.
Has this built a sense of frustration and animosity from Team Usyk towards Team Fury? Has it made the frustrations, the animosity even bigger?
I think a little bit.
How personal is the rivalry between the teams now?
Yes, it will happens again. He will be ready. He will be defend himself.
How does Oleksandr defeat Tyson Fury on Saturday night?
I think that Oleksandr Usyk will knock out Tyson Fury in the championship rounds.
Do you have a message for John Fury?
We would like to respect each other and would like to respect everybody.
So typical Ukrainian, just not asked, basically. Ukrainians, Russians, them people over that side of the world, they just don't give a shit. Now let's take a look at what John Fury had to say about the incident, and then after this I'll show you why he's full of crap and he's lying.
It was hard to kind of keep up with what was actually going on. Can you tell us what triggered anything or what actually sparked anything off today?
Well, you know, it's a fight game, emotions are running high, you know, and at the end of the day, I was sat there minding my own business. All I could hear, Usyk, and I'm going to stand up for my son. You know, at the end of the day, he's my son, he's the best in the world, and I want people to respect him and give him the credit he deserves as the champion. He's the best in the world. When people start saying this and saying that, because when I was in amongst them, all I could hear was badness. You know, so at the end of the day, some little idiot come forward, I knew who he was, in my space. He got what he got, and that's the end of it. It happens every other week for me, that.
Oh, he says it happens every other week for him, that. Yeah, and that's not a good thing, John. That's a problem right there, because chances are that means that you're the common denominator. Trouble seems to follow you around, but look, who am I to tell John Fury what to do? Anyway, what he said does not make sense. So what he's basically saying is, I was standing up for my son, they were all chanting, so I got in there, someone stepped forward into my personal space, so I did what I had to do. So basically what he's implying here is self-defense.
Some little idiot come forward, I knew who he was, in my space. He got what he got.
Someone came in my personal space, so he got what he got. That's the end of it. Right, okay, John. Well, that is a complete lie, because when we take a look at a different angle of what really happened, we can clearly see it didn't go down that way. Let's watch.
Fury! 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 Fury!
First off, right, Big John is one of those people where when he tells you about a fight that he's just been in, you should not listen to a word he says, because he definitely embellishes and he's probably never in the wrong, and it's always the other guy's fault. The way he was talking in that interview was making him out to be completely innocent. This video starts pretty much with him going to war, going to battle like some sort of Viking, up in Usyk's team's faces, going, "Fury, Fury, Fury, Fury," literally antagonizing them. So straight away, he's not completely innocent. He's stoking the fire. He's pouring fuel on it. He knows what he's doing. But let's continue. Right, so there you go. It all gets diffused. And then this is where the altercation happens.
Ребят, все нормально, порешаем. Надо, порешаем.
Right, there you go. You can clearly see that John Fury just lied. He said some guy got up in my personal space. The guy from Usyk's team had his back to John. He shouted Usyk a couple times. John Fury turned round and headbutted him. Watch. The guy didn't even take a step closer towards John. And if you want some super Shawnee slow motion, here you go as proof. So the guy shouts, "Usyk, Usyk." John Fury recognises it, and John actually takes a step closer towards Usyk's team member. Right here, Usyk's team member turns round and doesn't even move an inch closer towards John. John got up in his personal space. See, who's moving there? It's not this guy on Usyk's team, is it? Look, do you see him move an inch? Not at all. It was John Fury who edged closer to him. So just look right here. John Fury gets in his personal space. Bang. John, I thought you said he got up in your personal space and he got what he got. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, I'm all for a little bit of drama. Then again, who am I kidding? I love a bit of drama because it's more content for the channel. But still, you can't condone this type of behaviour, because you can't even say that it was the two fighters who were going to fight on Saturday night who got into an altercation, because at least you can drum up the excuse of, well, you know, the adrenaline's flowing, they're going to fight each other, there's a lot of animosity, there's a lot of build-up going into this fight, a lot of nervous energy. It's literally John Fury. It's Tyson Fury's dad and a random kid half the size of him getting headbutted. John, come on, lad, be a bit better. I'm all for a bit of fake drama, flipping the tables, shouting and screaming, but literally headbutting someone, now you're bleeding everywhere. And I presume this is taking place in Saudi Arabia. John, you better get on your knees and start praying to Turkey Allah Sheikh Alhamdulillah for forgiveness so he doesn't lock you up. The thing is, no one would actively choose to fight in Saudi Arabia because there's zero atmosphere. So Saudi Arabia have to put up all this oil money to get the fighters just to consider fighting there. And if it wasn't for that, Tyson Fury and his dad would probably be kicked out. But Saudi have probably got no choice to turn a blind eye, and I don't blame them. Right, guys, so what do you think of this? Are you going to tune in this Saturday? We'll do a live stream on this channel. Mark it in your calendars right now. Fight Companion. We'll commentate as we watch the fight. In terms of predictions, I'm not going to do any predictions just yet. I need to watch more footage, especially on Oleksandr Usyk, because I've only really seen a few of his fights. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to be super confident in making me prediction because I've got no clue how this fight is going to go yet. Comment all your thoughts down below. What you think of John Fury? Do you like him? Do you think he went too far here? Let me know. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for daily boxing, MMA, and fighting uploads in general on this channel. We like to just basically have a laugh. We don't take it too serious over here. Appreciate all the support. Check out some cool links in the description. Maybe check out my new song that I just put out. Available on all streaming platforms right now. See you tomorrow.